Alright, what's up you guys? So in today's video we're gonna finish up installing this coolant temperature gauge. Now I got everything laid out right here. We're gonna finish putting the rest of the things that are in here. We're gonna add this little adapter that goes right here on the radiator hose. And I'm gonna be taking out the thermostat because for one, I live in Arizona, it gets around 117 and yeah, I don't need it. Also, I think it's seized because this radiator hose is super hot. That one is barely warm. First thing I'm gonna do is just drain all the coolant that's in there and then we'll go from there. See if this shit explodes on me. We go super slow. Oh, shit's fucking hot. Oh, she's pissing. First thing I'm gonna do is cut this hose right in the middle so we could just put the little adapter on there. We're gonna get that situated and then we'll start connecting everything. Also, this is a 34 millimeter and hopefully this is the right size because I saw another video and he was using a 32. Google told me to get a 34, so I got a 34. So hopefully we don't have any problems, because if we do, then the Z's gonna have to sit here for a few days until I order the other adapter. But I'm gonna just go ahead and do that and then I'll update you guys in a bit. Alright, I got it on and I cut about an inch off. The other piece fell off. But now we're just gonna install this piece. I don't know if I should put some silicone or Teflon right here in the thread so it doesn't leak. Because there's no O-ring, there's nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon on here. I just went ahead and put some Teflon on there and I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten it and then go on to the next step. Everything's tightened down and the wire, the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna tuck it right here through the back. So this section, you're just gonna tuck it right here in the back, but leave enough play so it's not tugging on it. And this section is gonna go right down here. Go right here to the bottom. And we're just gonna tuck it away right here under the fender. Right up there. So I have my harness right there, so I'm gonna just zip tie it to it and then we'll attach the rest of it. Well, I took the fender off and I'm starting to connect the rest of the wiring. And if you guys are wondering what all this is for the fans. This is the harness for the headlights. I did make a video on this if you guys want to check that out. But all I'm doing is pushing the rest of the wiring through this little hole right here. And as you can see, it comes out through there and you're just gonna grab it, pull it up, take all the slack out. Now we're left with this. So now I'm gonna just go ahead, zip tie this right here and go from there. Everything is zip tied. Now we're just gonna grab everything we just pushed out and we're gonna push it through this little hole right here. This is where your engine harness goes through. So just make a little hole right there and push everything through and it would eventually come out through this little corner under the dash. I'll show you guys in a bit. Finally got it through and it's gonna be coming up from right up there in the little circle, and once it comes out you just pull it and that's it. So that's how I ran all the wiring for the fan. We're just gonna keep pulling it until all the wire goes in. Once you feel some tension, usually that means the whole thing went in. I do like leaving a little bit of play because I don't want everything super tight, because I don't want something just to rip. Yeah, that's pretty much it for routing the wiring. Now we're just gonna take the switch panel off and start connecting. I got the switch panel off and I just pushed everything through this little corner right here. You do have to take this section off. For me it was just one bolt, that's it. You're gonna push everything through this little gap and you're gonna pull it out, connect it, and then after that, the way I'm gonna wire it, there's a power wire and then there's a ground. Ground obviously onto a bolt onto the chassis, and then for the power wire I'm gonna wire it up just to the fan. It has a inline fuse, so the fuse would go out first before anything else. But you can wire it up to the fuse box. That way when you turn the ignition on, the coolant temperature gauge turns on with it, and if you turn the car off, well, the gauge turns off as well. It's more simple for me if I just wire it up right here because it has an inline fuse. And yeah, so that's the way I'm gonna wire it up. Alright, well, I got everything done. Got the ground all situated. So here is the ground I just made. I'm just using a bunch of Amazon connectors. I got those. I got these and some 10 gauge wire. Ground is gonna go to the black wire, obviously, right here. And the power wire, just like I told you guys, you're gonna put it to the power wire that goes to the fan switch. And that's pretty much it. Again, I just used all these little connectors that I got off of Amazon. Since this is like 16 gauge wire, I think it's super thin. Just use these females. And then for the 10 gauge wire, I just used these males. And that's pretty much it. I just went ahead, connected the ground, and if I turn the fan on, the coolant temperature gauge should turn on. So let's see. Yep. So temperature is at 109. Let's see where the gauge is reading. So looks pretty accurate. Now I got this coolant gauge because it kind of looks like the AEM gauge when it's like all lit up. I'll put a picture up on how the AEM one looks, and that way you guys can see it kind of looks the same, so that's why I got it. Does it work? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Now I just gotta zip tie all this out of the way, and that's pretty much it. Next thing to do is just take out the thermostat, see if it's bad or not, but either way, if it's good or bad, I'm taking it out. And I'm gonna be putting some distilled water and some water. So if you guys were just watching just to see this install, well, there you go. But if you guys want to keep watching, I'm gonna take the thermostat out and bleed the whole system and stuff. I'm not gonna show the bleeding process because there's a bunch of videos on how to do that. Now to take the thermostat out, just gotta take off this radiator hose and just move it side to side first so I can get it loose, and then pull it out. There we go. So that's done. And here it is. Alright, if you guys are struggling to take these off, what I did, I just went ahead, got some wire cutters, I cut these corners off, and then as soon as you cut them off, you could just spin the part that's broken, this middle piece right here. You could actually loosen the screw a little bit, and then after it loosens a little bit, got a Phillips screwdriver, and then I could just take it out with this. So it's pretty simple. Now I just gotta clean up the surface right here. And a little trick, I don't think you guys are gonna like this, but it always works, you guys. It always works. Take a good look at this on how it looks. Now, again, you guys are not gonna like this, but it works. Just keep doing this for a few seconds and you will eventually have this. See how clean that looks? So, if you guys don't want to try that, don't do it, but I always do that. And as you can see, it works pretty good. Now I just gotta clean it and put the gasket and it goes back on. Alright, got the whole system almost bled. There's no more bubbles coming out whatsoever. No leaks. Make sure you guys put a big clamp on this one, because I had a little clamp. I don't know where it's at. This is the one it came with, but I had one a little bit bigger than this, and that also didn't work. So go to O'Reilly's, get these big clamps, because you're gonna need these. So I just went ahead, put 2 brand new ones right here, and that's basically it. But everything's good, no leaks, no bubbles, not leaking down here from the thermostat housing, so all that's good. Now for the temperature, it's been at 145 to 147, so that's good. Temperature looks pretty accurate, but that's pretty much it, you guys. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.